what to do if you have a warrant in the Vista Superior Court. If you're watching this video, chances are you or a loved one have been notified that you have a warrant out of the Vista Superior Court. Stick around. I think you're going to like this video. My name is Dod. I've been a criminal defense attorney here in San Diego County since 2004. My firm is Dod Law. We have an office downtown San Diego. We also have an office right across the street from the Vista Court House, where if you're watching this video, you probably have a warrant out of the Vista Court House. Now, where is the Vista Court House? 325 South Melrose Drive in Vista, California. That's where the Vista Superior Court is. So if you've received a letter in the mail that you have a warrant for your arrest, that's where your court will be. If you've been notified or you've looked yourself up on the jail screens or on the warrant screen by SD Sheriff's website and it shows that you have a warrant, then the Vista Courthouse is where you're going to be. So today we're just going to talk about a warrant out of Vista. Now, how do you get a warrant out of Vista? Where do you live in order for you to have a warrant from the Vista Superior Court? Oceanside, Escondido, Vista, San Marcos, Carlsbad. If you live in any one of those areas, you fall within the Vista jurisdiction and you have a warrant for your arrest and you're freaking out and you don't know what to do, right? So the most important thing I can tell you is take a deep breath, calm down. It's highly, highly advisable that you contact a law firm right away, because depending on the type of warrant it is, there's a possibility that if you went into the courthouse on your own to try to clear up the warrant, then you could get taken into custody. Now, what kind of warrant are there? What kind of warrants can you get? Now, there are several different types of warrants, and for several different types of things, you could have a bench warrant for just failing to appear in court, right? You had a court date, you didn't go to the court date. You had an arraignment date, you failed to go to the arraignment. You had a readiness conference, you didn't go. You had a preliminary hearing, you had an emergency, you didn't go, you didn't notify your attorney, and the judge issued a bench warrant. You can also get a warrant if you have pled guilty to something and you have not done what you were supposed to do. For example, you pled guilty to a domestic violence charge and you didn't do your DVRP or turn in proof in time. You pled to a DUI and you failed to do your programs, or you just didn't go to court to submit proof, and now you have a warrant for your arrest. You could have also an arrest warrant. You could have been notified that there is a warrant out for your arrest and your court is going to be in Vista, California, and you're facing felony charges. Now, what do you do if you receive that notification in the mail and it says you must appear at the North County Courthouse, there's a warrant for your arrest, and there's a little bail amount on your bail paperwork? Now, what you can do is you can call a bail company right away and you pay the bail company and they can quash the warrant and get you a new court date and clear the warrant. That's a possibility. What you can also do is you can contact an attorney and we go to the courthouse, we put yourself on calendar, we get a new court date, we go in front of the judge and we ask the judge to clear the warrant. And sometimes we're able to do that without you even having to post that bail amount. So how does this work? Let's say you get a letter in the mail that you have a $5,000 warrant out of the Vista Superior Court. Your first option is you can call a bail company, pay them whatever they want you to pay. They will clear the warrant, get you a new court date, and you will have to go to court at that point and ask the judge to clear the warrant, to reassign you, to reinstate you to whatever you didn't do. Or the other option is you get a law firm on board. We go to the courthouse, put the case on calendar. We won't have a court date on that day. We will get another court date sometime in the future, 7 to 10 days out. Then we will go to court. We will ask the judge to clear the warrant, depending on what the warrant is. And let's say hypothetically you didn't do some programs, you didn't do some classes, you didn't do community service. We can ask the judge to recall, clear the warrant, and reinstate you into whatever programs you didn't do. And if that's the case, then we, as your attorney, we can appear without you being present. We can do it without you being there on a misdemeanor. However, if you have a felony warrant, for example, if you violated your probation, you didn't go and see your probation officer, you didn't do some sort of classes, there's a felony warrant out for your arrest, then you're going to have to go to court, and you're going to have to most likely get an attorney to handle it for you. So you might not have to pay a bail company, because what we can do, even on a felony warrant, is we can go to court. We can ask the judge to keep you out on your own recognizance. You're not a flight risk. You're not a public safety concern. The moment you found out about this warrant, you reached out to a lawyer, and you have an attorney representing you, and an attorney is going to be with you at all stages of the proceedings. And again, there's a likelihood that the judge could keep you out on your own recognizance, recall the warrant, and reinstate you to whatever terms and conditions that you failed to complete. Or the other option is that the judge, depending on the warrant, will take you into custody, depending on what your warrant is for. So there's a lot of variables involved on a warrant out of the North County, out of the Vista Superior Court. So to summarize, if you get a letter in the mail, it's a misdemeanor warrant. You get an attorney on board. We put the case on calendar, and then we get a new court date, and then we'll try to get you reassigned into whatever programs you didn't do. If you missed a court date, then we will go to court. We will handle your court appearance, and we might be able to do that without you being present. If it's a felony, then again, there's a very high likelihood that you're going to have to come to court with your attorney. And depending on what the warrant is for, you could get taken into custody, or the judge may keep you out of custody, and you will be reassigned to whatever you're going to have to do. Now, if you've received a letter in the mail, or you went to the San Diego Sheriff's website and you look yourself up and you have a warrant, again, the most important thing I tell all my clients is do not panic. Sometimes a warrant is issued in error. For example, we get a lot of cases where, especially on misdemeanor cases, where our clients are ordered to do DVRP, a domestic violence program, a first conviction program, a MAD class, community service, and they're supposed to submit proof to the court by a certain day, and they do submit proof. However, it's a clerical error, and the paperwork gets lost and never goes into the court file, and a warrant gets issued. That happens all the time. And when I say all the time, I'd say we get at least one of those cases a month where a client calls me and says, "Hey, Dod, I have a warrant. I did everything. I don't know why I have a warrant." And then we go to court. We have them pull the court file. We look in the court file, and the clerk tells us, "Oh, your client failed to submit proof of the first conviction program, of the multiple conviction program." And the client says, "Well, I did. I mailed it in as they told me, but it obviously got lost in the mail, and there's a warrant." Now, I tell all my clients this as well, is whatever programs you have to do and you have to submit proof to the court, do not mail it. Walk it into the courthouse, hand it to a clerk, and get it stamped. I hope you like this video. Hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell so anytime I put out a video, you can get notified. My name is Dod. My firm is Dod Law. If you have a warrant for your arrest at the Vista Superior Court, give us a call, 619-814-5110, 619-814-5110, www.dodlaw.com, www.dodlaw.com. Give us a call. I'll be more than happy to give you a consultation, tell you what your rights are, and tell you what you need to do. Thanks for watching this entire video.